Sade, Smooth Operator. Alright, just a few different sections for this song here. Intro, main progression, and a little bit of a solo that comes in there. I'll go through each of the different sections for you just right off the top here. Just play right through them. Afterwards, I'll go back, play them with some more detail, a little slower with some walkthrough. Before we get to all that, please hit that subscription button. Help out the channel. Be much appreciated. Alright, so no further ado, Smooth Operator. Okay, so initially we'll get the intro here. It's just kind of a chilled out build-up section, really. It's going to kick off with the D minor chord here, and we're going to be bouncing around with this D minor chord pretty much the whole song. So we'll play it here in this voicing with the 5 on the A, 7 on the D and G, 6 on the B with the 5 on the E. Okay, pretty basic there. And you just want to do about, a measure and a half with that D minor. Just hit it, let it ring. Okay. And with the last couple counts there, we're going to switch over to a D minor 6, which incorporates, parts of that D minor. We just kind of shift a little bit because we want to hit it like this, where we're going to do keep those 7s on the D and G, but you want to do it this style with your middle and ring finger here. Hit the 6 on the B with the index, and then now we're going to take that pinky, make it the D minor 6 now, and put it on the 7 of the E here, okay? And just a little jazz chord there, and we're just going to do a couple quick strums on that just to finish that second measure. Okay, and then we would just go right back to that D minor. And we're just going to be chilling with that progression throughout the bulk of it. Alright, and just throughout the repetition of those 2 chords there, we can add in these little bits here, just little dynamics that happen. Initially, it's just part of this F chord here, where we're just going to hit the 5 on the G and the 6 on the B, and it's just a quick couple little attacks on it, just a real quick little dynamic that happens there. And you can just lace that in at, like the end of the measure instead. So it'd just be something like. Okay, and another variant here is we're just going to come way up and do it up here with a couple of 13s on the B and the E here. Okay, just punch those in there. Alright, and now the main progression here, good for the verse, good for the chorus. It's going to be sticking with that D minor. Okay, so we're going to split the measure with these chords. So first half of the measure, we'll do the D minor, a couple counts. Okay, and then we're going to bring it up to A minor 7, and we'll play it this way, just barring the 5 and then a 7 on the A for a couple counts to finish the measure. Right. Take that same shape for the start of the second measure, bring it down 2 frets, so we got the G minor 7, a couple counts for that. All right, and then easy enough, just take what we did there and bring it right back to that A minor 7 at the 5th. Finish the whole pattern that way. Okay, and we would just loop those chords basically. Pre-chorus section, a lot of the same chords, we just kind of switch them around a little bit. This way we'll start with the G minor 7, and we're just going to do full measures with these. So a full measure of the G minor 7, where we had it before, just bar the 3 with the 5 on the A. Easy enough. Next measure, just bring it up 2 frets for the A minor 7, whole measure. All right, and then of course down to the D minor for a measure. All right, and when we get to the last measure, we can kind of split this one just to lead us back to that original G minor 7 for the second time around. So just hit the D minor for the start of the 4th measure, a couple counts, and then just bring it up to that A minor 7 for the last couple counts. Okay. And after we go through that whole progression twice, we would more or less do it again, but we just end it on a certain dynamic here, okay? So after the first couple times, then we go to that G minor 7, of course, to the A minor 7. And now when we get to the D minor, we just want to make this real staccato and punchy, okay? So just hit it, cut it. All right, and now we're going to add this little scale leading into our basic chorus progression. Okay, and it's easy enough. It's just on the A string, open to 3 to 5. All right, and then we would get right into that main progression. All right, so let's just do this whole pre-chorus pattern up to tempo all together here. Alright, eventually we'll get to this little solo section, and I kind of want to say this is a bass playing this just high, but we can play it pretty simple here in a lower register for guitar, same diff. And basically all this thing is doing is just kind of noodling around with some 8th notes in a D minor scale. Okay, so if you know your D minor scale, you can just kind of freestyle through that with some 8th notes if you want to be close. We'll try to aim for more what is exactly happening in the recording. Essentially, it's going to be right here in this middle register, 5, 7, 8 on the A. Then we would do 5 on the D. Okay, a quick 7, 8, 7 on the D, back to 5. 8 to 7 on the A. Okay, drop down to 5D, 5A. Okay, now we do this 5A, 7D, slide it to 8, back to 7, to 5. Okay, 7, slide to 8, 7 to 5 on the D again, to 8A, 5 on the D. Okay, so that's about the halfway point, and you notice, I'm just kind of like picking around in that D minor. You don't have to do it verbatim. You can just kind of play around with it. I'm sure it'd go over just as well. So let's just try that first half of it, kind of up to tempo, just to give you more of a feel what it's like. last half of the solo, just kind of sticking in that same section, just kind of, maybe hitting some notes in different sequence. But slide up to G now. We'll just kick it up a little higher now. 7 on the G, 5G, 8D, 5G. Okay, 8D to 5G. Slide back up to that 7G, off to 5, 8D, 5G, 8D. Alright, now we can stick on that D. We go 7, 8, 7, 5. Okay, 7, 8, 7, 5 again. Alright, and then just finish it all with like a quick 5D, 8, 7A. Alright, so let's just try that up the speed. Thanks for checking out the video, everybody. Like it, share it, leave a comment. It's always good to hear from you. Do me a favor and hit the subscription button. I put out a video pretty frequent, so you don't want to miss out on that. Check out the links in the description box below. I have really cool links for tablature books, all the gear I use, t-shirts, fun stuff like that. So thank you very much, and we'll see you next time.